When you're born, you look like your parents. But when you die, you look like your decisions. Your life is the sum of the decisions that you make. What you study, who you date, how you spend your time, what you believe. Most people make bad decisions not because they're stupid or dumb, but because they are ineffective at deciding. This is Find Out Even, episode 5, and today I'll be breaking down 3 strategies to help you make better decisions faster, smarter, and with less regret. So if you're someone who have made a choice and you wish you can take it back, this is the episode for you. Alright, let's find out. There are 2 common problems that causes people to make bad decisions. The first one is analysis paralysis, and the second is decision fatigue. Big words, I know. I'll explain them down. Let's start with analysis paralysis. You know that moment where you have so many options and you end up doing nothing. You overthink every possibility. You weigh every outcome. And by the time you're ready to decide, the opportunity is gone. That's analysis paralysis. Then for decision fatigue, let's use a scenario to explain this. You woke up and then you're like, what will I wear today? What will I eat? What will I study first? What will I watch first? Stranger Things or something else? And then by 2 p.m., you're mentally exhausted and you haven't made any big decision yet. That's decision fatigue. Your brain has a limited amount of energy reserved for decision making. And the more decisions that you make, the more your decision making energy depletes. And that's why at the end of the day, you make worse choices, like scrolling TikTok instead of studying. But now let's go into the solutions. Finally, I'll be breaking down 3 strategies to help you make better decisions. The first one is to automate small decisions. The second one is to use the 10-10-10 rule. And then finally, use the 2-minute rule. The 10-10 rule. 10-10-10 rule sounds interesting. I'll get to that. But first, let's start with automating small decisions. This is simple. It requires you to make a decision once and then apply it forever. For example, your clothing. Decide to wear the same type of clothes weekly. People like Mark Zuckerberg, Steve Jobs, Dan Martell, Steven Berlant, they do this. Another example is meals. Eat the same breakfast every day. This sounds odd, but it saves 10 decisions per week. Then, morning routines. Use the same sequence every morning. Me personally, I play basketball on the same days every week. I record my podcast every Tuesday. I have been practicing the same morning routine for the past 6 months. It may sound boring, maybe, but it saves me mental energy to make big decisions, like the questions I'm going to ask my guests and also how I'm going to balance my goals. So now let's go into the second strategy, which is the 10-10-10 rule. It sounds so interesting. I love this one. And this is for big decisions. So how does this work? It's simple. You're just going to ask yourself 3 questions whenever you're faced with a big decision. The first question is, how will this make me feel in 10 minutes? 2, how will this make me feel in 10 months? Finally, how will this make me feel in 10 years? Now, let's put it into practice. If you're faced with a decision like whether you should skip studying and go and hang out with your friends. Now, you ask yourself these three questions. First, how will this make you feel in 10 minutes? You'll be happy because you're out with your friends, you're having fun, it's a blast. Second question, how would this make you feel in 10 months? You'll definitely regret it because if you fail that exam, let's assume that you failed the exam because you didn't study, and then your GPA is affected. And then finally, how will this make you feel in 10 years? You will not remember that day that you went out with your friends, but you definitely remember your degree. Suddenly, you get clarity. Now, let's go to the third strategy, which is the 2-minute rule. The 2-minute rule is simple. If a task takes less than 2 minutes to finish, do it now. Don't decide to do it later. Why this works is it prevents small tasks from accumulating over time and causing you mental clutter. For example, replying a text takes 30 seconds. Do it now. Putting away your clothes takes 1 minute. Do it now. Scheduling a meeting with someone takes 2 minutes. Do it now. Don't allow tiny tasks to haunt you all day. Handle them immediately and move on. Now, let's go through a quick summary. Effective decision making involves automating small tasks, using the 10-10-10 rule for big choices, and finally using the 2-minute rule for small tasks. Now, let's go into the meta lesson. This is where we tie everything together. Effective decision making, communication study. Now, here's the principle of effectiveness. Effectiveness is not about doing more, it's about doing better. It isn't about working 10 hours, it's about working the right 2 hours. Most people add more effort when they should be adding more strategy. Now, here's the framework to be effective in any endeavor or any area in life. 1. Research. Find out how the experts are doing it. You can check YouTube, you can ask ChatGPT, you pick your source. Then 2. Apply it. Don't look for what's comfortable, look for what works. Then 3. Measure. Ask yourself, am I actually improving? If yes, congratulations, you're progressing. If no, that's where the 4th step applies, which is adjust. Change your methods until you have found out what actually works. Yeah, so that's it. That's how to be effective. That's how to stop working hard and not moving forward. And that's how to start progressing. If you found this valuable, here's what I need from you. 1. Subscribe to the channel. I post every Sunday, real conversation, brutal pragmatism, no fluff. 2. Follow me on TikTok, Instagram, and X, formerly known as Twitter. And finally, apply one principle from today's episode. And once you master it, add another one. That is how you become effective. This is Find Out with Steven, where curiosity meets action. See you next Sunday.